No, you can't make me.
You already did it.
You can't make me. You tell Nurse Serena thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna throw it.
Let's wait till we get outside, then we can throw it outside.
Travel vaccines. This is a big one. It's very important, not so glamorous, but it's important we talk about.
I did no planning, no thinking ahead. If it wasn't for Rachel, we'd probably have all sorts of crazy diseases like Japanese encephalitis. So hopefully today is really helpful for all of you that are planning to do some extended travel around the world.
So let's break it down to the what, when, and where for travel vaccines. First of all, what vaccines do you need? Well, it's pretty easy to do your research. We just go to the CDC travel website. You just have to put in the country that you're going to, the nature of your trip, a little bit of information about you, and it's gonna give you everything. It's gonna give you the breakdown of your vaccines, what medications you might have, what you need to be aware of. It's really one-stop shop for information when it comes to medical and travel.
Saves you tons of time, tons of effort, one place, all the information you need.
Yeah, check it out. When is important because this is all about timing. With some of these, like Japanese encephalitis, we found out that it's on a schedule. You have to do multiple doses of it. And her doses, I think that's doses, I don't know.
You have to do it multiple times.
You have to do it multiple times. It's very specific on when you have to do it in regards to when you're leaving on your trip. So make sure you give yourself enough time and preparation to get those at the right time. Some of them are weeks or months before you're supposed to leave on your trip. So it's important to know about that.
So if you procrastinate like me, you'll be out of luck.
You might get Japanese encephalitis. How horrible does that sound? Last but not least, where? Where do you get these vaccines? I don't know about you, but our primary care physician does not offer a lot of vaccines that you need for traveling in other countries. So we had to do some research and found that there are two types of places, at least in Denver area, to get these vaccines. One, there are private travel clinics, and there's also travel clinic at our local hospital, which was Denver Health. The thing about private travel clinics is when you're calling, you definitely need to get the price breakdown on the vaccines because they tend to be, at least in our case, they were more expensive than at Denver Health. Secondly, the private travel clinics tend to charge you a fee for doing a consultation. And
this is kind of crazy because specifically for us, everyone charges 3 consultation fees for both of us and then for Avery. But in our case, we'd already done the research like you will, and you already know what you want to take anyway. So it didn't make any sense for us to pay for 2 consultations for both Rachel and I when we were taking the same vaccines. You can probably save quite a bit of money by circumventing the consultation.
We ended up going to Denver Health, getting our vaccines, and it was a great experience. They were super helpful, very, very sweet, very kind with Avery, and it worked out great. Go get your vaccines.
Stay safe out there.
Next week, we will show you what we've been up to in Bali for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, so this week was a little bit shorter because we want to make sure that we got out some of this information. People have asked on some of these questions, specifically if you're going to be in a place for an extended period of time. So we thought it would be pretty important to get this information to you. Hopefully it's really helpful. We'll save you some time and some money. And we'll see you next week in Bali. For those of you that are new, please like, subscribe, slam those buttons below. It helps us out a lot and we really appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Aww.